Edo State Governor Mr. Godwin Obaseki has directed the relevant government ministries to put modalities on ground to immediately commence dredging of Ikpoba River to address the perennial flooding in parts of Benin City. The governor stated this after inspecting some flood-prone areas on Iraho Street and adjoining areas on Ewa Road and the Edo State Office of INEC affected by Friday's downpour. BTV News Oluwarotimi Oguniyi reports.
The governor was accompanied on the inspection tour by the commissioners for environment Joshua Omorodion, roads and bridges Ethan Uzamere, and public safety and security Kingsley Unwagbali as they visited Iraho Street off Ewa Road and adjoining streets on the bank of Ikpoba River to inspect devastation occasioned by recent downpour. The governor was also at the Edo State headquarters of INEC in Ikpoba Hill undertaken by flood in the aftermath of Friday's downpour to inspect the devastation.
As has been predicted by the Meteorological Service, we can see that the rainfall, as predicted, has now started torrentially. Last night we had almost 4 hours of continuous rainfall in Benin City that caused quite widespread flooding. This is to appeal to all citizens of Edo State to help government to prevent the devastating effects from flooding.
Obaseki also inspected some flooded sections of the Nigerian Army School of Supply and Transport at Isiyo, Benin City, and the water retention pond at Abuja Quarters in Ugbo. The issue of flooding has been a challenge to some areas in Benin City with different approaches adopted by successive administrations. Obaseki said his administration made tremendous progress because 6 years ago, the issue of flooding in Edo State, particularly Benin City, was more devastating as there were many areas that residents could not access. He said a lot has been done to address this challenge and more still need to be done.
A lot of work has been done and a lot of success achieved. However, we still have a few areas where more work needs to be done. If you recall, about a decade ago, a study was done, a rainstorm master plan was done, based on which we have been gradually dealing with the issue of flooding and erosion control in Edo State and in Benin City in particular. That plan needs to be updated, and we're commencing the process of procuring the consultancy services to update that plan, along with the Benin City master plan.
Obaseki said he has instructed the Commissioner for the Ministry of Environment and Sustainability to commence immediate procurement for what is required so that the work on the dredging Ikpoba River would commence immediately. He appealed to the citizens of Edo State to help government to prevent the devastating effects of flooding by not blocking the drainage and also support government in the effort to desilt the drains.
But to solve the immediate problem which we are dealing with today in this catchment area, you'll see that the main artery, the main drain here, which is the Ikpoba River, has become clogged and definitely has to be dredged and desilted. If we don't do that, we will not be able to solve the problem here and the problem we are going to see when we go to the INEC offices in Ikpoba Slope. So I've instructed the Commissioner for the Ministry of Environment to commence immediate procurement for what is required so that the work on dredging Ikpoba River must commence immediately. We hope that once we do this, by the grace of God, next rainy season, the inhabitants of Iraho and Ewa Road will not experience this kind of disaster. That's what the government is going to do.
He appealed to citizens to assist government to address the flood menace and take advantage of the toll-free lines of 737 and 112 for help and report incidents. Oluwarotimi Oguniyi, reporting for BTV News.